Volume. What is it? Why is this important? And why can volume drastically change your life? Well, let's look at a little story. I went to school for architecture at the University of Southern California, and somewhere along the second year, I realized that long term, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I knew that I did not want to be an architect, but I had this inkling, I had this feeling that I wanted to go into this wild, crazy world of online sportswear design. At the time, I had no formal background in fashion. I had no formal background in drawing. What I did was I had an idea and I had a feeling that this was the right direction for me. And what did I do? Well, I went about for the next 456 days and I created a post on Instagram every single day where I designed a top, a bottom, a jogger, a short, a t-shirt. I created a full outfit design for a sportswear brand, totally unsolicited, and in addition to my duties that I had with my school at the time. But what I was doing at the time was not necessarily selling my customers, I was creating volume. I was creating every single day, day in and day out. Why did volume drastically increase my ability to succeed and to ultimately create what is today my company, Fit Design, that has over 20 employees, that services thousands of brands from all over the world, that does over $1 million in revenue every single year and has been scaling every single year since 2015. And I've done all of this in a far part of the world called Lebanon. Well, it's because of volume. Getting into anything in life, whether it's the gym, whether it's business, whether it's in relationships, you will require volume, you'll require repetitions, you'll require many at-bats in order to get truly good at something. Let's look at the act of picking up a skill. Let's look at the act of picking up the guitar for the first time. When you pick up a guitar for the first time, your body does not know how to react to this thing. Sure, you could have watched people on YouTube, you could have looked at tutorials, you could have read sheet music, but the first time you pick up a drastically new skill, you could know the information, but you don't know how to implement it. What happens every single time you practice, every single time you try to pluck the string, is that you're going through the pain of learning a skill that you don't know how to do. And every single time you get that much better, that much better, that much better, that much better. In the immediate, you don't really quite realize that you are getting better because the increment between point A and point B is so minor, so minuscule that you can't tell what's happening before your eyes. The same is true with larger skills, with building a business. You don't see the changes day in and day out. What you do see is on a long enough basis, if you're able to maintain that consistency, you're able to see those massive changes. The same is true with the gym. Every single repetition you do, you don't actively see your muscles growing. Where you can see the changes is when looking at back-to-back photos of you from 0 months in to 6 months in. And this is what volumes affords you. It affords you the many micro chances to make failures and stack them into an undeniable success. I'll pull in from my own personal experience. One of the reasons that I chose to create a unique outfit design every single day, despite it taking 4+ hours of my time every single day, was because of the volume that it afforded me. It gave me many chances to post on Instagram. It gave me many chances to be discovered. It gave me many chances to fail, to see what needed to be improved. It gave me many chances to overcome challenges, to overcome technical challenges, software challenges, knowledge challenges, and this is volume. The same is true with my YouTube channel, whether it's Shadi TV or whether it's Fit Design TV. But volume has always afforded me the opportunity to try to see what works and what doesn't work. At Fit Design TV, we've posted 2 episodes every single week with 4 shorts every single week for the last 5 years. We're at 40,000 subscribers. Sure, that may not seem like a lot, but it is through the sheer volume and honestly a very niche content that we've grown to 40,000 subscribers off the back of just doing the same thing day in, day out. And what volume has given me is not only the chance to be discovered, but it's given me the ability to go through the pain and to get used to the pain. I no longer feel pain when I've slept for 3 hours, 4 hours, and I have to go into a full day of work because I've done that many times. I no longer feel the pain when I have to get pulled in to a meeting that I know is going to be difficult because I've done it many times. I know what that feeling is like. I know that on the other side of that feeling is nothing. It's just going to pass. I'm no longer afraid of that impetus. I'm no longer afraid of that stimulus because volume has given me the knowledge. It's given me the proof that I will be just fine on the other side. When you create volume, you also stack proof in your favor. When you have a volume of successes, a volume of attempts, what that does to you subconsciously is that it gives you the gusto, it gives you the ability to go into a scenario time and time again because you've done it before, you know how it feels. The same is true when you're boxing. When you're boxing for the first time, you get punched in the face and it feels horrible. But if you get punched in the face enough, well, all of a sudden you no longer fear this idea of getting punched in the face because that feeling, that physical sensation of getting punched and that tingling feeling on your skin no longer has an effect on you. It no longer makes you shy away from the fight. It allows you to stand fierce in whatever it is that you have and to face it head on. And this is the power of volume. It desensitizes you to the pain that you have to go through. So volume gives you many opportunities to actually do the thing that you want to get better at. It gives you opportunities to be discovered and acknowledged for your work. And it gives you the ability to overcome the pain that is associated with doing the work. And the last thing that volume gives you is it gives you a chance, a platform. Look at any large business. There's no large business that is based off of a singular product, whether it's Apple, whether it's Amazon. Each of these brands are known for many things. They're known for a multitude of products. A volume allows you to solidify yourself, to solidify your expertise. It makes you less one-track minded, less one-dimensional. It allows you to stand out in a crowd where most people are just one-track minded. They have no depth to them. Volume gives you, it allows you to go deeper into the things that matter and to avoid being surface level in the things that you choose to go into. If you're someone who's interested in philosophy, but you've read one book and you have zero chances to actually practice that philosophy in your day-to-day life, well, then you've only read that one book. You're no longer living your philosophy. But if you've read that philosophy book and you've decided every single day to live your philosophies, to actively participate with them in your day-to-day life, to challenge yourself, to go through painful moments, painful situations, to actively overcome, well then the volume has afforded you the ability to turn what you've learned into a physical reality.